Hello, it's Andy Graham of the Ask Andy Show. Somebody called me the Uncle Andy Show the other day. I'm trying to get a good ring to this. I really don't know if Ask Andy's good, but I've been to 90 countries, 90 plus countries, and I've traveled non-stop for 16 plus years. And I have a pretty good global knowledge of the world, and I ask questions about the world. Okay, Robert B. asked a very long email. I've been trying to study it, but he says, I am writing on your thoughts of traveling to Mexico, Central and South America, specifically Playa del Carmen in Mexico, around Las Tablas in Panama, maybe Costa Rica, but I don't know where yet, and around Cayo area in Belize, around Cuenca area in Ecuador, or about the Medellin area in Colombia. So sounds like he's on international line, or international living, and he's being banged to death with them on the main places. I'm going to Cuenca right now. I'm actually Vicabamba is just south of Cuenca, and there's two places that I would consider probably relatively good places to retire. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, when you think, one of the problems I'm having is this, you get off a 15-hour plane trip, and you gotta get my coffee here. You get off the plane, and you have you can fly right into Cuenca. Vicabamba is like a 5-hour bus trip or more, and according to what time you arrive at night. And this really gets to be dangerous for older people, because they got to arrive in the morning. Basically, hopefully they have the sense to like stay a couple days in Cuenca, then go to Vicabamba or Loja. But I stayed in Playa del Carmen for about 6 weeks one time. Extremely commercial place. They had a big expat community there that is paying $300,000 for houses. It's really not going to leverage Social Security money. This guy wants to get on Social Security, I think disability, SSD. Acronyms don't help me, especially because I don't live in America, but I think it's SSD, Social Security Disability. Lago Atilan and Panajachel, Lake Atilan in Guatemala is probably full of people that you got to understand, most people don't tell you when they're on Social Security Disability, but it's an incredibly favorite way to do it, because they're really what they call economic refugees. They only get like, say they get 1,500. They might get more than me on Social Security normal, right? If I was disabled, I think I'd get more money. I don't know how it works. But there's plenty of them, and I met insane people, I met happy people, I met just disabled people. In Lago Atilan, they're like fleas. They're everywhere. So obviously, Lago Atilan, Guatemala is a great place. What you got to do is look for, but truthfully, Mexico is just become Mexico, Costa Rica, Cayo, Belize, where he's talking about, are probably. I mean, Belize used to be cheap. It was, Belize. What they're trying to do is, retire in some of the most expensive places you can. It's not that you can't say. Okay, on the website hobotraveler.com, over on the right, there's a link like Live Abroad. And if you go into that, it'll tell you all the cities that I'm recommending that you can live. I don't think he told me. Well, basically, I got to know. I mean, for $2,000, you can live in all these places: Playa del Carmen, Las Tablas in Panama, Boquete, Panama's, a popular place. But it's not just get off the plane and go. So, according to your age and your ability to sit on a bus, so you got to sit there and say how far from the plane and how far is the trip. And then if you suddenly need to get a quick plane home to America, is it a 15-hour trip that's easy to buy, or is it did you maneuver everything you could to get a good ticket? Cuenca Cuenca, and I mean a lot of the places. Medellin's probably real easy to go to. Costa Rica, San Jose is real easy to go to, but a lot of the places, there's a place we recommend that's 1,500 meters. If you go through that list, and eventually I'll have it, I'm going to write a book about it. There's places that are at 13 to 14 to 1,500 meters. It's about 5,000 feet above sea level. In the tropics, this is paradise. Like all of East Africa, it's got a plateau, and it's all at 1,300 meters. Nairobi, Kenya is at 1,300 meters, so it's really quite a wonderful climate. And but a lot of the people cannot handle, maybe the altitude, because then it's more difficult to breathe. But I will keep making videos, but I'll keep talking about this particular thing. We have 100 websites specifically targeting places where I can live for around $500 to $2,000 a month, and key in on those, and then try to work your way through it and try to think them through. These are the short list, okay? But as a person with a bunch, he's listing out, Robert B. is listing out a ton of problems he has, physical, which means that he really should be at a, like, give an example. I can go to Cuenca and you can get right off the plane, or you can go to Loja and take an hour trip. But Cuenca is a bigger city, I think, so you basically got to look at a city. If you're having a severe medical problems, you need to say maybe some city that's 50,000. You start going above 50,000. Okay, if you one rule of thumb is if you search for any of these places, Playa del Carmen, Mexico, you're going to see all sorts of tours. That means their cost is triple, right? I mean, anything that's inside the tourist bubble is going to be expensive. And how to escape the tourist bubble, but still be close to the tourist. I mean, the tourist bubble is fun because there's a lot of expats, there's a lot of people retired, everybody's drinking the Kool-Aid, they're all coming down there, they're all spending $300,000 for houses. They're all leaving after 3 years because it wasn't the place they really wanted, it wasn't their dream. But you can go live in these places outside the tourist bubble. But, Mexico is really dangerous. So all the Latino countries, when you get too far outside the tourist bubble, it's dangerous. He wants me to know if I'll keep making videos of these places. Okay. Complicated, but we actually have an application on a cell phone now that reads the GPS, and Andrew's put this together, and I'm going to go to Vicabamba and not only make a video, but I'm going to populate the whole website called myvicabamba.com, and we're going to try to write a guide for people like Robert, because I don't care about making money from selling tours or plane tickets. Or selling houses, okay? I definitely won't sell you houses. I'm only making money with consulting or selling books. Consulting's $35 an hour. I can tell you where the cheapest places are. I will not tell you where the most expensive, but I'm going to make a guidebook. We're hoping it's going to work, and we're going to be able to publish it, boom, 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 real quick. It can sit in place for 2 months and publish a complete city guide to how to live there as a broad place. And goes on and on and on. But very good question. I do understand this idea of living on when I turn age 62, I'll have about $500 a month in income. So any place I'm living is probably qualified. It's qualified right now. So if any place I land for 2 months is a place where you could live on under $1,000 a month. So, because I almost refuse to go. I'm going to make a trip to, I think, Bulgaria. I'm planning on going to Bulgaria. My friend Anna from Sosua, Dominican Republic, keeps telling me this is just a cheap country. Probably have to get outside the main cities, but I want to go to Bulgaria after I leave Vicabamba in Cuenca. And then try to find some places in East Europe that maybe I could hang out for a couple months a year, then make a plane trip. See, what's really nice about Europe, if you get in Europe, there's low-cost airlines, and I can literally I might be able to live in Bulgaria, Sofia, Bulgaria, and take $50 flight to, Venice, spend one day, come back, do weekend trips that really, so if I'm staying for a long time, because bottom line, you know, some of these places, I don't even care to learn anything about them, but I'd like to go there. And I'd like to be just strictly a tourist at some of these places. I'd like to go to the Vatican. Oh, bend over. Okay. Okay, I will make videos on this everywhere I go, because any place I'm living is probably a place you can live on Social Security disability. But you got to get that plane fare thing and that time zone thing figured out.